Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hair Impact. It's been a while since we last talked through this channel. It's been like 3 weeks now. Sorry for the silence, but I was abroad to Web Summit 2019 in Lisbon, Portugal. It's the biggest tech conference and most a really impressive one. There were 70,000 people there. And because of my attendance, I decided to do something related to what I learned there in order to give you some feedback from that. And it's about women in tech. I was really impressed by big companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, the where there, Booking.com, all this company saying about the gender equality and why we need to, reach it, not in 200 years like American researchers say, but now. And what they're saying is that gender equality will benefit their business because if you left out half of the population, then you're losing customers, for example. You're losing what they need, what they want, and so marketing is not working for you. But if you include women in all these areas of your organization, your company, then you're actually winning customers because now you get their needs met. So the conference really give me a very important view of how the industry, the tech industry, is working to very hard to reach um, the equality. And for women in tech, which there is a profession that is really inequality because it's like a man dominant industry. If you see startup founders, most of them are men, or if you see developers or in tech industry, by definition, mostly there's a high percentage of men. Not only being employees, but in the head of the leaders of the industry, or from the management position to the highest rank of an industry CEO, for example. But that's not the effort that is doing. I have met a lot of CEOs being women in the conference, and there has a high attendance. So the attendance in the conference is like 40, more than 40% were women, which was good because women are starting to work in the tech industry. They're becoming pioneers actually. There were a lot of women CEO or CEO level, that were present and giving us advice and consultation about how to, become startups so into a successful companies. And it was very helpful. It was helpful. There were a workshop about women in tech. They're organized. There was also organizations that they inform you about the condition now in the workplace, which is inequality for sure. Women in tech had a lot of challenges as a man-driven, dominant, let's say, industry. So most women stay as employees. They have, even to the management position, they have obstacles. So not a lot of women are leaders. It's 1 in 10 are leaders in their companies, in the boards. So we need a lot of effort to reach that equality level still. But the good thing about the promotion they are doing is for women in tech, and that's a hopeful thing. As I said, every company, big company, they want to promote this. They want to put initiatives within the organization to reach that, to fight the bias that are still, there's a lot of bias, and we've seen a lot of research outcomes that they show the bias. For instance, there was this study that somebody mentioned in a conference that they were given some audience two CVs, which was the exactly the same. It was the same person CVs, but they changed the name. So they put the woman name, and the other they changed the name to male, which the person was a female, it was a woman. So they want to see the feedback from people, how people will say about their CVs, are they good professionals or the bad. So the CVs, the male CV, let's say, the feedback was very positive. So it was this professional, they thought it was skillful, capable, and so on. But for the women, they told that it was aggressive and really negative feeling they left them. So there's still a lot of bias, and that's why how we reach and we demolish this bias is actually promoting the workplaces, in education. So education is very important. It's one of the initiatives that every company wants to put in them to in order to reach that level of equality and to remove all this bias. So this is how we're doing education. So we educate the personnel, we educate the managers. In the hire committee, we put also women, not only male, or we educate them about this thing. And it was a LinkedIn workshop. So they had this presentation how to do that in the bias. So the education materials you can find to do it. So education is very important, is to see all the statistics that we think we know, but we actually don't. So if you see all the statistics about the bias that exist, they're shocking. There are so little is done for women. And in order to, again, to reach that level of equality, one is about education. That's the only way we can reach. And this conference actually stress us that we need to educate people about the bias. And people, meaning the men and the women, both of them, they need education about gender equality in the workplace. So thank you again for being with me. Sorry for the silence of 3 weeks. I was, as I said, website conference. If you have the chance to go, it's a very good one. You'll be really amazed. You will see all these big companies in one place. So it was thrilling. You learn all these insights of them. And I'll see you next Wednesday for sure with her impact.